let's begin with our breathing and relaxation. Place those feet a comfortable distance apart, hands on the lower abdomen with your lips lightly sealed and teeth gently meshed together. Allow your eyes to close and begin focusing on deep, relaxed breathing. As you breathe in, feel the abdomen go out. And as you breathe out, feel it come back in. Breathe in deeply. Breathe out slowly. Be relaxed. With each breath, begin to imagine that cascade of relaxation flowing down the body from the top of your head all the way down to the bottoms of your feet. Allow your face and jaw to relax. Neck and shoulders, relax. Chest and upper back, relax. Allow your shoulders and your arms to feel heavy. Feel your stomach and lower back relax. Feel the flow of relaxation through your waist, into your hips, through the thighs and backs of your legs. Allow your knees to soften. Allow your calf muscles to relax. Your ankles relax. And the bottoms of your feet relax. Breathe in deeply. Breathe out slowly. Be relaxed. The next time that you breathe out, go ahead and open your eyes and lower your hands. Let's start that embracing horse. Separate the feet shoulder width apart. Bend those knees. Keep them rounded out. Sit back as if a chair is coming up behind you. Circle the arms back and forward. And then still work on that sense of relaxation. Try to get in the habit of keeping your eyes open during embracing horse. It can be tempting to really check out and have your eyes closed. But to do this posture traditionally in the way it's designed, your eyes are softly open. My forehead is relaxed, my eyelids are heavy, but I am awake and I'm alert, and my gaze is roughly through my fingers, several feet onto the floor in front of me. guidance, remember, relax those shoulders, don't have them up here. Same concept with those elbows, don't let them come up in a rigid way, you want them sunk and relaxed. Let's see, what else? Head suspended, try not to let your chin reach out, so imagine that you're being suspended from a thread above your head. And about 45 more seconds. And release, straighten the legs, lower the hands, circle the arms up, inhale. And press the palms down, exhale. And we've got a monitor here so I can kind of see what you guys are seeing. And I've had some feedback like, you're standing too far away. I am roughly 6 feet away from the camera. I know it looks like I'm super much farther away than that, but I'm just 2 squares ahead of your viewpoint. So it's the lens that we have that makes it look like we're farther away. And we do that so we can have a wider angle so that as forms move back and forth, we're not cutting off the frame. But it does make it look like we're farther away. It's like your car view mirror objects are closer than they appear. Same deal. Okay, so, and it looks like we have live chat activated. I don't know anything about that or how that works, but it does look like we have that enabled. So if that shows up on your end and you want to send questions, it looks like we have a way to do that. It'd be an adventure for me, but it looks like that's there. Okay, so what we did last class, we started our brand new rotation on the moving Tai Chi form. We started like the first 3 or 4 moves. Let's review that a few times together, and then I'll show you, and that's when I would normally say any questions, but I'll demonstrate and talk about some points to keep in mind, and then we'll probably add on at least 1 move and possibly a couple more, all right? Okay, I'm gonna turn my back on you now. So remember, we start with our feet together, and head suspended, relaxed shoulders and elbows, a nice bend or like a springiness in the knees as you feel prepared to start your Tai Chi form. Take a couple deep breaths. And we're going to start with step left, and you start by sink down and step left. Sink down a little more. Allow the arms to float up, leading with the wrists, fingers stretch. Sink wrists, sink elbows, lower the hands to your side. That's commencement. Now we're going to do ward off right, shift to the left, turn to the right, pivoting on the right heel, form a circle with the hands, right hand on top. Shift to the right, release the left heel, sink down, step in, step back, heel, toe. Shift to the left, turn to the left, switch the hands, turn the right toes in. Okay? Let's do that a couple more times. Sink down, step left. Sink down a little more. Commencement. Allow the arms to float up, leading with the wrists, fingers stretch. Sink wrists, sink elbows, lower the hands to your side. Ward off right, shift to the left, turn to the right, pivoting on the right heel, form a circle with the hands, right hand on top. Shift to the right, release the left heel, sink down, step in, step back, heel, toe, shift to the left, turn to the left, switch the hands, turn the right toes in. Release. Do that 2 more times. Step left. Commencement. Ward off right. Ward off left. Reset. Step left. Commencement. Ward off right. Ward off left. Release. Okay, I'm going to demonstrate that a couple of times from the front. Not going to say anything for 2 times, and then I'm going to talk about some things to pay attention to or take note of. Begin. Release. Okay. So things to remember. Head suspended, right? So what I mean by head suspended is watch for this kind of thing happening. It's not a stiff neck, but if your chin is jutting out, you're putting a crease in your neck, and it naturally puts tension in your shoulders. So try to undo, rather, some of the postural stuff we do all day if we drive or work on computers. So it's relaxing your neck by lengthening it through the top of your head. If you can kind of keep that in mind as a very basic beginner, it's going to do miles of goodness for your Tai Chi. So, head suspended. And yeah, that kind of relaxes everything. Remember we talked about having your weight on your right foot so that you can pick up that left foot to step. And then notice that even if I'm standing kind of tall, I'm not rigid in my spine. Again, I've got my tuck, which makes me sink and kind of have a springiness in my knees. Stretch down by your side. Watch this knee. As I rotate, I don't let it come in. I keep it rounded out. Think about ne come, right? Rounded out knees. Same thing on this front knee. When I step out, I keep it rounded. I don't let it collapse in, right? Just a quick clarification. I had a question about when we did, if you watched in Master's Path, we talked about the step test. Now the step test is a test. It's going to help you get familiar with how far you can step. But when you're doing the step test, you're usually kind of leading with your toe, or if you're going behind with your heel. But when you're stepping in Tai Chi, it's usually heel-toe. Now I might lead with my toe, but I'm putting my foot down, heel-toe. Some of the moves, when you get in the advanced sections, lead with the heel to step behind. But even now, sink down, step left, that one kind of puts the ball of the foot down. But ward off left, heel, toe. I'm using the concept of the step test, but I am putting my heel down first. So just kind of keep a distinction between doing the exercise to learn where the foot placement is versus actually doing Tai Chi. Wanted to put that out there. Let's see, what else to talk about? You might notice this is more of an advanced concept. It's not really a fake it till you make it, but you might notice, senior head instructor and I, we sink down and then we sort of, there's a little bit of a rise and a little bit of a sink with these movements. That's normal and that comes with time. But we're not actively thinking, oh, I'm going to lower and I'm going to come up. It's just something that comes with training, with process, with understanding how Tai Chi is designed to work. So be relaxed, and if your body rises and falls, that's okay. But I'm not, right? I'm not, that's not quite correct. So I just want to, like, if you're observing things, don't overly mimic them. All right, I didn't get any questions about that I want to talk about right now, so I'm just going to demonstrate it a couple more times, and I'm going to add on the next move. Do not copy this because it's going to be going in the opposite direction and it's going to mess you up. So I'm just going to show you where we're going, and then I'll turn around and we'll go through it together. Okay, so sink down, step left. That's the name of the move, step left. This move is called commencement. Then we have ward off right, into ward off left, heel, toe. Where we're going now is another ward off right. We're going to end up here. Okay? All right, let's do it together. Start from the top. Step left. Commencement. Ward off right. Ward off left. And for ward off right, the other one, you're going to turn a little bit more to the left, form a circle with the hands, left hand on top, sink down, step in, step back, heel, toe, shift to the right, turn to the right, switch the hands, turn the left toes in. And in this one, right hand is up, left hand is palm up underneath it. Okay? Let's go from the end of ward off left. So we're here. Everyone with me? Okay, turn a little bit more to the left. It's going to put more weight on that left foot so that this right foot becomes loose, easier to pick up. Form a circle with the hands, left hand on top. Sink down, step in, step back, heel, toe. Shift to the right, turn to the right, switch the hands, turn the left toes in. It's ward off right. A slightly different one. Reset. And turn to the left, form a circle with the hands, left hand on top, sink down, step in, step back, heel, toe, shift to the right, turn to the right, turn the left toes in. making sense? I'm going to demonstrate it to you from the front. So if I'm here in my ward off left, I'm going to turn a little bit more to the left, which roots me more in this left foot so that this right foot becomes easier to pick up. Sink down, step in, step back, heel, toe. Notice, key mistake that happens a lot is, right? Just plunk all that weight into that foot the minute you put it down, which is where that step test comes in. So I stay here, sink down, step in, step back. I'm still 100% on this left leg. Then I get the foot where I want it. Then I can shift my weight gradually so that I end up in that 60-40, 60 on the front leg, 40 on the back leg. And watch, so ward off left, sink down, step in, step back, keep that weight on the left, then turn. You'll see, and I'm going to talk a little bit about this more in Master's Path today, so please stick around to get some more detailed instruction, but ward off hands are going to vary. In ward off right, in the first ward off left, I'm here. In this ward off right, I'm here. In the first ward off right, I'm here. So the hand positions are going to change a little bit. Those will be dictated by what you're trying to do, the application, so to speak. And I know if you're just starting out, you haven't seen them, don't know what they are, but they all have, it's not just an arbitrary, oh, we want to change up the hand position. Your imaginary attacker is doing something where this makes sense, this makes sense, this makes sense. And you just get more comfortable with those, obviously, when we teach them to you, but then you can kind of just use your imagination as you get more experience as to why a hand would be in a certain position. But we're going to talk more about that in specific in Master's Path today. Okay, let's start from the top. Run that a couple of times, and then for preview, we might look at the next moves. The feet don't move, the arms just move, so it's kind of a nice place to kind of set the feet and get a sense of what comes next, all right? Okay, so, step left. Commencement. Ward off right. Ward off left. Ward off right. One more time like that, and then we'll preview those next couple of moves. Step left. Commencement. Ward off right. Ward off left. Ward off right. Remember, shift a little bit more to the left in order to go to the right. Ward off right. And from here, just play along with me if it's new to you. Keep your feet where they are, but you're going to turn a little bit more to the right. Then you're going to shift to the back leg, turn from the waist, lower the hands down, back, and around. That's called pull back. Rejoin the wrist in the palm of your hand. Shift forward. This is called press. Follow through. Shift back, sink wrist, sink elbows. Shift forward and push. So let's ward off, pull back, press, and push. You will do that a bunch of times in the whole 108 move sequence. It's kind of a, since I don't have people here today, I can't gauge, is that too slow, too fast? So let me know. If that's not enough moves, too many moves, let me know. Work in progress. But let's do that again a couple times from the top. And then obviously next class we'll go in more detail. So I'm not just like, get it, you got them. You don't need them anymore. Let's move on. we'll definitely spend more time on these. And step left. Commencement. Ward off, right. Ward off, left. Ward off, right. Return to the left. Weight that left foot some more. Sink down, step in, step back, heel, toe. All that weight is still on the left. Then shift to the right, turn to the right. Turn the left toes in. That's ward off, right. For pull back, turn a little bit more from the waist to the right. Shift back, lower the hands, down, back, and around. Left hand touches right wrist. Shift forward. This is called press. Follow through, clear the hands, sink elbows, sink wrists, shift back, and shift forward into push. Release. Watch that from the front. That's a nice little chunk of form there. So hopefully you can practice that at home without taking up too much space. Send us your questions. Definitely work on that again next move. The move after that is single whip. It's the most difficult of the, most complicated, maybe not difficult, complicated of the first section moves. So it's always kind of a, it's a balancing act of spend enough time on the moves before, don't rush into single whip. You know, so like I said, send us your feedback and let us know what you think. And that will help us, both myself and Senior Head Instructor Fig. And with that, we will bow out of our basic training. We follow the 5 hearts: faith, respect, perseverance, patience, and humility. Now to beginner students and any intermediate advanced who are watching, or black sashes, glad you're here. Basic training dismissed.